When we think about infidelity in relationships, we think that it could never happen in our own relationship. We often think of infidelity as something that only occurs in broken, unhappy relationships, or when partners are feeling super desperate. But the truth of the matter is that infidelity can occur, and even the happiest couple. Today on our space, we hear from two very unsuspecting victims of infidelity. Our first op knew exactly what to do. Just discovered my wife is cheating on me. I don't know how to process this. I feel so numb. She linked her iCloud to my iPad a year ago that we both forgot about until my brother found it and booted it up to show me what he discovered. I saw her messages to an ex from years ago that I didn't know she clearly wasn't over. In it, they talk about plans to meet up and engage in mild sexting. She even sent him a nude. The biggest issue is how we have a son who's about to turn 14 months old. I have no idea where this came from. To the best of I haven't been neglectful of her, and we haven't even made it to our 3rd anniversary. I don't know if I should confront her about it, since they haven't met up yet, but are clearly planning to. Timestamps on the messages show they've been talking for at least 15 days. She even has been calling him and lying to me about who she's on the phone with. I guess anything on what my next steps should be would be appreciated. On some next steps, the community will have them. Snoo Words 40839 says, take screenshots and talk to a lawyer first. She is already lying and ready to cheat. 88 Agper says, been there, she was texting ex from 20 years ago. I found out and confronted her, got the expected. It won't happen again. I was just in a low spot, and they were supportive. BS. I decided we should work on things. 14 months later, she physically cheats. And now I'm just waiting for courts to finalize the divorce. Don't be me. Get out now. It's not worth the paint. Melvin Fauchow says, DNA test and run. Grindr has another thought. Contact a divorce attorney with all of the evidence immediately. Even if you do decide to eventually reconcile a full errand, you need to know what a divorce will look like for you in your local area and know your options to protect yourself and your child. Fidget 4 says, you need to confront your wife. It is never the fault of the person who is being cheated on. Your wife is at fault. I'm so sorry that she did this to you. Talk to your brother and discuss how to confront, then do so and don't back down if she makes excuses. There is zero reason to send nudes or sex with someone who isn't your partner without prior consent from said partner. After you confront her, talk to the rest of your family. You need a support system outside of her. Getting a counselor will help with the process. Make sure that you get a good counselor, and that they don't try to blame you for your wife's actions. None of this is your fault. Update. I just want to first say thank you to everyone for your incredible support and advice and all the kind messages. I spoke to my attorney as advised, and we decided on a game plan moving forward after he reviewed my evidence. I won't be fighting for full custody of my son simply because I do not wish to deprive him of his own mother. He is an infant getting caught up in the BS of his mother. I confronted her last night, and no matter how many chances I gave her to come clean on her own, she just kept lying. I would swear to God and swear on the life of her mother, all while I knew the truth. What was so shocking was the fact that despite me knowing everything from the Fate cover stories to their plans and the messages between them, she kept up her lies with a stone-cold face. During that conversation, I realized I would truly never be able to trust her, let alone continue any kind of relationship now. When I look at her, I no longer see the woman I loved and married. In the end, she was begging and pleading me to not leave her, hitting me with various emotional blackmail, saying we should fix this for our child Sake, etc. I explained to her that I would need some time to think on it, and she should go to her sister's for the weekend, but she refused to leave the house. I'm writing this from work now that it's the morning, and I'm still resolved to go through with my divorce in the coming weeks. I have a few familial matters to resolve first on agreements that need to be made regarding the divorce and our child. I'd once again like to thank you all for reading my story and the support you have shown me. Our next support comes from Kranik. I love it how the person that nuked the marriage by cheating on their partner then say when they know that they got caught that you both should fix this for your child's sake. How about not cheating in the first place for the sake of the child and the marriage? But it is, as always, she tries to turn it against you and tells you that because you want to divorce for a mistake she made, you destroy the marriage. Not owning up to what she did by calling in a mistake, and not showing 1 ounce of remorse. Only regret for being caught. Stay strong and stay on your path. You are doing great so far. But also be prepared. She is now in panic mode and backed in a corner. That can get nasty. She would probably try everything from seducing you to telling you this is all your fault, up to calling the police because you hit her. So when you are near her, then tell her that you are recording every conversation with her because you lost all trusted her. Better safe than sorry. Also, get tested for STDs and do a day-and-day test to the kid. It is not very likely that the one time she wants to cheat on you, you catch her. This might not be her first ride on the cheating rodeo train. Wish you all the best on your way forward. Mr. Big Bull has some more advice. Hi, OP. Sorry, you're going through all of this. At least she showed you who she truly is. This will make it a little easier for you to process. Nonetheless, it will still hurt. But we'll get better quicker. What was her reaction when you showed the proof you have? What was her reaction when you showed her you know the truth? After showing your proof, she must surely have known it was all over. She should have figured it out. She blew her chance. Stay strong and take care, Mr. Big Bull. One more quick from Astronaut Diligent. 544. I can only say, well done, man. I'm so sorry, Opie. You took the appropriate steps by contacting your attorney. Clearly, by her denying anything happened, she wasn't expecting to ever get caught. This is one of the most common things cheaters will do. They will deny it. Wonder how much proof you have that she has been unfaithful to you, unless of course you physically caught him in the act, then she can't deny that one, can she? I feel as though this is just the beginning of your journey. Be careful to watch your back because it's likely to get ugly. How exactly did she not thinking that cheat on you wasn't going to hurt you because she never thought you would find out? It most likely is true that she didn't want to hurt. The majority of people don't want to intentionally hurt people they're close to. However, she knew that what she was doing would hurt you if you found out, so she decided to hide it from you. The only reason she is playing nice now is probably because she regrets being caught out. She doesn't regret the actual caught of unfaithfulness. You just have to think about the fact that she was not sorry before you found out, but now she can actually see the pain she is causing you from you finding out, and she feels terrible. If she was feeling bad before you found out, she would have either never cheated on you in the first place or stopped the affair dead in its tracks. Give a piece of your best advice for what they should consider to be their next steps in the comments below. As we move on, our next op never looked back. Ex-partner reached out after 2 years of no contact. Whilst in a relationship with a girl he cheated on me with. I broke up with my ex-partner after 3 years of a relationship because I was suspicious of him cheating. He was cold, distanced, avoided me, lack of intimacy, emotional abuse. And I was right. He moved on with the girl he cheated with 2 weeks after the breakup. They were also coworkers. I have been no contact since day one of the breakup. He was plastering his new relationship online, moving in with her within 4 months of going on holidays, etc. I'd admit it broke me and I was clinically depressed, but nevertheless, I did not reach out. After 2 years of no contact, not speaking, I get messages and calls from him saying the following. Hey, it's me here. I hope you don't mind me reaching out. I just want to see how you were. I knew it's been some time, but I'm sorry the way things ended. I wasn't in a very good place at the time and did not communicate well. I hope you are doing well. I've been debating whether to reach out for a while because I wanted to make sure the reason why it was the right one. And, hopefully, it goes without saying, but if you'd rather not speak, then I'd completely understand. I ignored his message and his calls. No answer is an answer. I thought, maybe he's having a guilty conscience and wants to apologize. This has nothing to do with me anymore, and I simply continue with my life. The next day, I receive another message, this time on the social media platform. He said the following and for giving me another missed call. Hey! I know it's been a while. I tried to get in contact you via this place, but not sure if your number is still the same. It would be great if we could talk. Hope you're doing well. And today, I learned that he is still with her, and they have, in fact, going on a holiday a couple of days after his reach out to me. I doubt his girlfriend knows about what he's been messaging me. I have no intentions of communicating with my ex. I would like some input on this situation. If you're in a healthy, loving relationship, you surely would not reach out to an ex to apologize and ask for a talk. And also, why would it even be great to talk? Why would someone behave like this? Edit. I will not send any screenshots to the girlfriend. Update. Thank you for your comments. I'm glad I wasn't the only one thinking the same. His behavior is despicable and whatever his intention will only benefit him and only him. And, no, I will not be sending anything to the girlfriend. It's not my responsibility to expose your boyfriend's behavior. I'm sure he will do that himself with time. And, no, I'm not going to block him. I will not give that satisfaction to him, and he should not be anywhere near my life or my phone. If a number is blocked on my phone, it will stay on my block list. And that to me feels like he has somewhat changed to me. I don't want that. Thank you, everyone. Safe recovery to all. Our first reaction comes from Agile Opportunity. 41. He was doing this for closure for him and zero to do or care what it does to you. He wants to get guilt off himself, essentially, in my opinion, taking Zealous Ideal 1125 chimes in too. Well, here are my guesses. A. He is curious what you've been up to and if you got over the breakup. B. He wants to relieve his own guilt and wants you to make him feel better about how he treated you. C. He is seeking some kind of validation from you. D. The grass wasn't that green on the other side, and thinks it's again green on your side. He is a typical monkey rancher. So until he is sure you'll accept him back, he won't leave his current relationship. And he didn't leave you until he knew the current girlfriend wanted him. Another thought from Accurate Coconut 1161. My ex of 6 years ghosted me for another woman. After 1.5 years of no contact, he called and left a message, then left a Facebook DM. On the surface, it was all we ended on a bad note. Just wanted to say, hi. I made the mistake of returning his call. He starts in with the, you were the one. I made a mistake. A few weeks later, apparently, they had a knockdown dragu fight and broke up. He was calling me to sniff around about his options since his new relationship was beginning to sour. My initial reaction is that he wants to be able to control something again and that something is you, op. He is obviously not getting what he wants out of his current relationship, and he has a serious problem that he needs to figure out for himself. He's seeking validation outside of himself. It seems to be all a game to him. He loves the chase and loves what he can't have. He probably finds it thrilling. You're absolutely right by ignoring his advances. Leave the past in the past. Thank you for joining us today on our space. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Let us know what you thought of today's content. Until next time.